So this is walking testimony. I've been getting confirmation after confirmation. I've been praying to God. I was a little bit disappointed. Something I was praying about, it happened, but it didn't happen as I wanted it to. And then some other stuff happened. Some money was stolen from me and things like that. And I said, God, and that ruined what I was praying about. And I asked God, why are these things happening? And before I share, and then yesterday God confirmed to me what was going on. But and this is why I'm going to show you this part of the video, the entry part, because I was talking to God. I said, God, I need a word. I need a word. I need a word. Help me. I feel like I don't understand. I prayed. I fast about this. Everything was going well, and then something happened, and I don't know what's going on. And then I wanted to make a video, but I didn't know how to put it together because I didn't know what God wanted me to speak about. So I was, talking to God, and He reminded me of my first Rhema, the first Rhema, which is when you're reading the Bible and a verse pops out at you and you actually understand it. My first Rhema was Matthew 19, I believe it was 23 to 26, or 23 to 27, something like that. Talking about the rich man, not being, the rich man not wanting to give up his stuff. I'm paraphrasing, not wanting to give up his stuff, that it's harder for a rich man to get to heaven than to go through the camel's eye or something like that. But then the disciples go, well, then if a rich man can't get, how is that possible? And Jesus said, everything is possible with him. All things are possible with God. All things are possible with God. And I always saw, that it's harder for the rich because they don't want to give up their goods and they don't want to trust in God. But that's what I always understood in the past. But when the Rhema came to me that time, it was showing me that God could change anybody because when I first got that Rhema, it was concerning my marriage. It seemed like an impossibility at the time, but God changed my marriage. And that was my Rhema word. But that wasn't just my Rhema word for my marriage, it's been my Rhema word for everything. For nothing is too hard with God. All things are possible with God. So anyways, that was my first Rhema word. And God showed me that He can do anything. God can change the heart of any man, anyone, anything. It's just, and I stand on God's promises. It's just that, and so I wanted to show you this video because this is what the things when I'm praying about something and fasting about something, I know it's God's word. I know God gave it to me, and I feel like this. And this is what Brother K is speaking about, and I just wanted to share this with you guys.
You're welcome to Fresh Fire Prayer Ministry, where we keep the fire of the Holy Spirit burning. Today is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. We give glory and praise to our God.
Yes, all glory and God. Praise
who has kept us, preserved us, sustained us. And in spite of whatever challenges we face, we know He is with us. And if He indeed is with us, we know everything is going to be all right. One of the tactics and strategies of the enemy is when people are seeking the face of God and are in expectation, the devil will try to frustrate you in order to keep your focus away from God. Be distracted and focus on his distraction so that you can miss your miracle. Meaning also that when you are closest to a major breakthrough, it's possible that the enemy will try to frustrate you and make you have a meltdown or a breakdown. Or you are so optimistic, you heard the word, you believe the word. This word is for me. I'm going to see this change. I'm going to break through. I'm going to receive this miracle. Then the devil will allow the exact opposite of what you heard to happen to you. And then people will give up. Even Jesus said that a farmer goes to sow seeds, and some of the seeds fell in tongues. And it was describing it as people who heard the word, but because of the challenges, the tribulations, and the attack that they experienced, the word could not fall on fertile grounds, and the word could not benefit them. He was talking about the problems of life. They heard the word in good faith. They heard the word with excitement. They heard the word with great expectation. I've heard this word. I've even sowed a seed towards it. I am believing God at this time I'm going to get this job. I'm believing God that something good is going to happen because I've heard the word. The next day, within 24 hours, within the same week, then it's like all hell is breaking loose. Do you know why the devil is doing that? He's trying to steal that word from your heart. Because that word that you have received as a seed of faith is too dangerous. It is going to cause you to possess your possession. It is going to cause you to have your miracle. The devil is no fool. He's going to try and release attacks that will distract you, frustrate you until you say, you see why I don't want to trust God. You see why I don't want to walk by faith. You see why I don't want to be too hopeful and expectant. Because it's the devil. No. No matter what circumstances you are going through, don't let the devil steal the word of faith in your heart. Because that is the word that is going to release your miracle. Every other thing you are going through, it will fade off, it will pass away. But the word of God that you've received to believe, if you don't let the devil steal from you, that word is going to produce a miracle, going to produce a breakthrough, going to produce your testimony. So I can understand that even though you are in great expectation, the enemy seems to be attacking you left and right. We understand. We understand the strategies of the enemy. We are not ignorant of its devices. There are times where people can sow a seed, believing God for a harvest, believing God for a breakthrough. The very time they are sowing the seed, that's the very time they are losing money left and right. All because the devil wants to frustrate them to tell you, you see how foolish you are. You sow the seed and you can't even pay your bills. You have sown the seed and look how things are getting worse. So why do you believe all these things? It doesn't work. It is the lie of the enemy. Your faith will be tested. In fact, you'll be tried because of the word you've heard. The Bible says that of Joseph, that Joseph was tried because of the word. Joseph was tried. He was tried. He was tried just because of the word that he received. He was tried. When you receive a word that is going to change your situation and change your position and take you to your next level, the devil will come and try you, test you. I wouldn't say test. Testing is from God. But the devil will come and tempt you and try you, take you, run you through a serious fire in order for you to lose hope and lose faith so that you'll be discouraged and miscarry. Because he knows that whenever Christians are discouraged and lose hope, they begin to miscarry and abort their miracles and blessing. These are all the strategies of the enemy. So please.
Okay, so this is what God was telling me or revealing to me. And, he speaks to me through different things, the Bible and different, his prophets, his priests, his ministers. So, and it's funny because the exact same thing that I was asking God or talking to God about, and then and I said, God, I need a word. And I heard from Brother K this word. So, this is just a word of encouragement, because we all need encouragement. We need to encourage each other. And that, maybe things are getting worse, but just hang in there and keep believing God. It'll change. And, or maybe sometimes because God works all things together for his glory. So remember that. Bye. Thanks.